Good afternoon. My name is Jahid Islam. Could I have your full name, please?
I'm Fatima Jannat Rishi.
Okay, let's talk about collecting things. Do you like collecting things?
Well, collecting things is an interesting hobby to many people, but for me, I'm not that kind of girl who likes to collect, so it's not my thing.
Okay, so are there any things at your home that you collected it since you were a child?
To be honest, I don't really know if it counts as a hobby, but I used to collect teddy bears. I thought it was interesting. Like I want to have a collection of all the teddy bears in our country. So,
So why do you usually keep your things that is daily necessary things? Why do you usually keep it?
well, I'm actually unorganized to be honest. Sometimes I think I am suffering from ADHD or something, but that's not the case. I would say it's because I have someone to organize those things for me, so I'm pretty lazy in this
Okay,
field.
okay. And now let's move on boring things. So what kind of things are boring to you?
Well, I really need adventure, excitement in my life. I feel like everything is boring if I don't have something to do in my life. So these days I find scrolling through my phone mindlessly is really boring. Like I get nothing out of it, but I'm just doing it for no reason, so it's pretty boring.
So what do you do when you feel bored?
Well, when I feel bored, I feel burnt out more than I feel bored. So when I feel bored, I will just, watch a favorite movie, dance to my favorite song, and if it doesn't work, then I will start taking my pictures, and it will make me happy.
So what is the most boring things that you did when you were a kid?
It has to be, I will say it was sleeping in the afternoon. My mom was so mad at me for not sleeping in the afternoon. But now it's actually my habit. But when I was a kid, it was pretty boring. I didn't want it to sleep. I wanted to play, but I had to sleep.
Some students believe that
Mhm.
or consider that school is boring. So do you agree with these students, those who believe it?
Well, I think it can be boring if you only have classes and you don't enjoy those classes, then it will be a boring experience for you. But for me, it wasn't a boring experience because when I was in school, I used to go to library. That was really fun. I played with my friends. That was again really fun. And my classes weren't that boring. And if was boring, then I didn't do the class. I would go to washroom or any other place to skip that class. So it was pretty funny
Okay.
for me.
So let's talk about weather. So what kind of
Okay.
weather does your hometown
The weather in my hometown is not a joke. Like it is when it's summer, the heat is so like it will kill you. But again when it is winter, it's not warm. It's again so cold. Like so my hometown weather in my hometown is really hard for people to survive. So
have? So do you prefer warm weather or cold weather?
I prefer winter. No, I prefer winter in summer and summer in winter. That's kind of girl I am. So I don't have any particular choice, but now I'm craving for winter.
Well, some people believe that in the future people have the time or opportunity to have the weather according to their choice. So do
Well,
you think it's possible in the near future?
nothing is impossible. It's something that I used to believe when I was a kid, but now technology is has gone so far. Now we are experiencing it. Maybe one day scientists will invent something that will make this true, but I don't think it will be near future, at least 1 century later.
So let's talk about crowded places. So
Okay.
what types of places do you think is a crowded place? Is it a playground or
Well,
shopping mall?
our country is,
Yes, yes,
well, our
especially in
country
your
is,
hometown.
yeah, my hometown. Well, my hometown is pretty much populated, so every place is crowded, I have to say. But the most crowded place I have seen has to be fairs. You know, it is kind of like suburban area, so there is a lot of fairs. Then it's sweet shops. People in my hometown actually really fond of sweets. So it's sweet shops, and then I have to say it's supermarket. That is really crowded in my hometown.
So how about local market, I mean local
Well,
store or street market?
well,
Isn't it a crowded place?
yeah, it is a crowded place, but in our country, girls don't like go to street markets
Street
or those local markets. They are not allowed actually. So I have never been there, so I can't give you proper
market. Okay.
information.
So when was the last time you were in a crowded place?
It was a few months ago. No, it was 1 month ago. I went to the village fair with my friends, and it was super crowded. Like it was really famous for my hometown is really famous for the fair, and everybody went there, and it was super crowded.
So what do you feel, or how is your feeling when you are in a crowded place?
Well, I my personality type is I'm ambivert, not introvert or extrovert. So I didn't feel comfortable in the place because when you are in a crowded place, especially in our country, you actually meet a lot kind of people. Like some people are not in a good intention, so I didn't feel comfortable or safe
Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm going to give you topics, and
there.
I would
Okay.
like you to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. So, this is your topics. Paper, pencil. So, your topics describe a website is LQR.
Okay.
Your time start right now. So, if you want, you can take notes. Okay, now you have 1 to 2 minutes for this topic. So,
Okay.
I will let you know when the time starts. You can
Well,
start.
I am that kind of girl. You know what? The most used app on my phone has to be Google because I actually read a lot of articles in my free time. So the website I visit often these days is actually Crimson Education. It's yeah, Crimson Education Organization, something like that. So it is basically a website that helps you to give proper information about different websites, and they're actually international consultants, but they also give you information if you need for free. So one day I was scrolling through my phone YouTube, and they're interviewing graduate from Stanford University, I guess. Then I watched the whole interview, and I found it really interesting. I was like, wow, the skill is really good. So I thought I should check it out, and then I checked the website, and it was really cool. I mean, they gives you the information, and you can trust this information, like they're totally authentic. So, and how it helped me, to be honest, in my country, we international students don't have enough resources. You can't deny that. We don't have enough resources. So, when I first went through the website, I saw some prestigious universities around the world and their requirements and how you can apply them. And if you want, you can take help from them. So at the time it was really important for me because I know nothing about those. And why do I visit them often is I don't know, when I don't have anything to do I just scroll through because at least I get to learn something. It's not like mindless. It's better than mindless scrolling on your phone. So yeah, that's why I visit it often.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some questions related to this topic. So, do you think the information that is collected from the internet is authentic?
No, I can't totally agree with it. Well, internet is no, right now internet is kind of called the vast you know store of information. So you get a lot of information. Not all the information are authentic because some of them are created by some people with bad intentions. But you can get good information that you need if you really focus on the website or the resource. So
Okay. Okay. Nowadays, the trend that is growing day by day, online shopping.
yeah.
So most of the people are saying to depend on online shopping. So do you
Yes.
think it's a positive? It has more positive aspects.
Well, online shopping is has a lot positive aspects because we all have busy lifestyle now, so we don't have that much time to go to store, touch the product, then bargain and then order. It's more flexible when you have a phone on your hand and you just order whatever you want. And now I see a lot, I mean, almost all the stores have kind of opportunity that you can give their product them if you don't like them. So yeah, online shopping worth it, worth the hype.
So what types of products are easily get at online shopping?
Okay. I love to shop online. Don't think I'm biased, but I just love to shop online. So I think you can buy everything on online, but when it comes to a fabric, I think you should buy it, you should go to store and then buy it. But except it, you can buy anything from online.
So do you think online shopping has created more job opportunities if you compare to the past?
Yes, I don't want to answer this question like, of course, but I have to agree with it because, when we have traditional stores, we didn't have that much, employees. They only take like 2 to 3 employees, but when it comes to online shopping and those online stores, you have to take at least 10 to 15 people to maintain it, and it creates job opportunities for those jobless people who want to have job.
Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. That is very nice.
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.